taxes, to fight large government, and to support and to work toward small individual government and individual responsibility. Small government and increased self-reliance and individual responsibility, which is what liberty is all about. He founded the Tea Party, as some of you were a part of that founding, January 209, one of the early Tea Parties in the state of Iowa. Founded that January 209, and you folks here in Cedar Rapids have been involved in that for a good little time. And what he did, he got started following the godfather of the Tea Party, the modern Tea Party movement. And of course, I think you all know who that person is here tonight. And so Tim's going to be here and introduce and also endorse before that our guest. And I just want you to join me in welcoming Tim, who's going to introduce our guest. Tim?
Large crowd here to see Dr. Paul. Like Drew said, my name is Tim Pugh, and about 5 years ago, I was unsure about our future. I was unsure about our country, and I was unsure about what lied ahead for our future, or freedoms, excuse me. And I also didn't know who to support as a candidate. I looked at all the other candidates. I found them all equally bad. They all have the same basic platform. Same platform that they've tried for years and years. And it's always failed us. It's always took away our freedoms. It's always cost us more money. Just not a very good policy to that. I don't think that they've had. And then I found Dr. Paul. After finding Dr. Paul, he inspired me to get active politically, to help go out there and make changes locally. Like Drew said, I did run for city council, and I started Cedar Rapids Tea Party. I also have fought against local tax increases, such as the sales tax, and I've even worked to try to keep our property taxes low, which hasn't been too successful. They like their checkbook too much, I guess.
That's what it does.
Like I said, I started the Tea Party, and I've been working ever since. And basically, for Ron Paul's unwavering stance in his defense of the Constitution, his conviction for the causes of freedom and liberty, and for his belief in a balanced budget, a free market, and a sound monetary policy, and for his position on a strong national defense and not being the policeman of the world, I, as a small business owner, the founder of the Cedar Rapids Tea Party, a true Tea Party patriot, and a true conservative, I personally endorse Ron Paul for President of the United States. Ron Paul has fought for over 30 years for our liberties, our freedoms, and for the Constitution. It is now our time to stand with Dr. Paul and help him on his path to the White House. And we start right here in Iowa with the caucuses on January 3rd and getting active and helping find more Ron Paul supporters to bring to